Money work, el mundo quiere dinero. Se arregla con dinero. Money work, si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienen lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios todo lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work, el mundo quiere dinero. Money work, se arregla con dinero. Money work, yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah, no me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work, el mundo quiere dinero. Money work, se arregla con dinero. Money work, corazón, de corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Yeah, de corazón, yeah. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work, el mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Money work, money work, se arregla con dinero. Money work.
Right.
Lunático.
On the 1 and 2 for you, this is DJ Torch. We're going to go into a quick tutorial on some copyright law. Let's do it right now while we're waiting for everybody to get on in here. Here we go. Right.
Well, in one of those videos that she made, she put Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD, of course, a copyrighted song, in the background. Well, she got a copyright claim, and eventually the video was taken down. Why? Because she violated YouTube copyright rules. Don't understand these rules? Well, let a lawyer explain them to you. I'm Ian Corzine, your social media lawyer. In today's video, I'm going to explain to you in very easy to understand fashion YouTube copyright rules. Okay, let's jump
into it. Some people just they think they know the shit, but they don't know shit. They need to learn how to do shit. So we want to make sure that, you know, you might be an aspiring YouTuber, somebody who wants to be a YouTuber. This information will be very helpful to you.
In June of 2017, Juice WRLD had a broken heart. So what did he do? He decided to write a song called Lucid Dreams and released it in 2017 on SoundCloud. The minute Juice WRLD rendered Lucid Dreams as a completed digital file, it was automatically copyrighted because it was made in America. In other words,
let me pause it right there. That's the funny thing that a lot of mythologists are saying, is that they're saying certain works are not copyrighted and this and that, when the fact that they lied. And the reason why they lied is because there's no way to get anything on social media without it being copywritten, because it had to be rendered in a digital format for those platforms to be able to upload said content, whether it be an MP4, a JPEG, a PIC file, whatever you want to call it. As soon as it was rendered, it had a copyright. It has a copyright. A lot of mythologists kind of miss that point. I'd like to kick a shout out to Millie Pop and Mistress Nubity in the house. We're starting a little bit quick, starting a little bit early tonight. Here we go. I'm going to keep going. Here we go.
In other words, Juice WRLD owned the song. No one could copy it. No one
Play that
had
again.
a broken heart. So what did he do? He decided to write a song called Lucid Dreams and released it in 2017 on SoundCloud. The minute Juice WRLD rendered Lucid Dreams as a completed digital file, it was automatically copyrighted because it was made in America. In other words, Juice WRLD owned the song. No one could copy it. No one could make another song based upon it, and no one else could perform it without his permission. Again, since Juice WRLD made the song Lucid Dreams in America, it was automatically copyrighted when he actually converted the song into a digital file, and there was no
Automatically copyrighted.
need for him
Welcome, Enlightened Femme.
to go to a government agency and register the song as copyrighted. It was automatically copyrighted. Now, Louise was a professional skier, and unfortunately, she had a ski accident and broke both legs. But she wanted to continue on in the ski sport, and so she started making YouTube videos about skiing. She wanted to make people love skiing just like she had, and if she couldn't do it herself, she wanted other people to have the joys of skiing. Louise
That's sweet. That's really sweet.
included the Juice WRLD song in her video because it was such a great song, and she wanted to have an emotional tie with her viewers. She wanted people to love skiing, and they could listen to the song in the background and really feel some emotions about skiing, and so therefore they might want to ski themselves more often. Unfortunately, Louise did not get permission from Juice WRLD to use.
There you go. Any type of digital format file has a copyright on it. In addition, even if it's on YouTube, YouTube does not render the video, what is it, public domain. Those are some mistakes and myths thrown out by a lot of wannabe YouTubers and scam artists. Let me keep it going.
The Lucid Dream song, and that violated YouTube copyright rules as well as American copyright law. And because Louise did not follow YouTube copyright rules, she received a copyright claim. Now, what a copyright claim is, it is a situation where YouTube's AI identifies copyrighted material from one artist in another artist's video and therefore flags it. YouTube AI gets this information by the original copyright holder or his agent, his lawyer, his music company, whatever it is. They upload the original copy, in this case of a song, but it could be a video or it could be an image, into YouTube's computers, and then they have a copy, and then they compare it with all the other videos.
Bottom line is this: there are those who respect the law, and there's those who don't. Those who don't respect the law usually either have to run from the law or they go to jail or prison. Let's keep it going.
Is someone stalking you through technology? Here's what to do. It's called cyber stalking, and it's a serious crime. Follow these steps as someone uses electronic communication to repeatedly intimidate or threaten you, your family and friends, or your pets. 1. Ask them to stop. Even if you allowed it before, once you no longer consent, they need to respect that. 2. If they don't, save all the evidence and make copies. 3. Then file a report with us. 4. If they harass you through a specific platform or app, report them to that service. 5. Finally, contact a lawyer to help you file a restraining order, because everyone deserves to feel safe on and offline.
What are your options if someone slanders you? So defamation is when somebody says something false against you. And by the way, it needs to be a false fact. not a false opinion. So it's when somebody has a false fact that is said to another party about you that has a tendency to reduce your reputation or your esteem in the eyes of others. So let's say, for example, John said that Sally is a jerk. Well, is that defamation? And let's assume Sally is not a jerk. She's actually a very pleasant person. In that case, that is not defamation because jerk is an opinion. It's not a fact. Now,
Right.
if
That's just an opinion, not a fact. Listen to this. Here we go.
John said Sally is a child molester, that's a factual statement, assuming she's not.
Oh, so yeah, that's not good. And that's not good. Uh-oh, that is, wait, let's go back.
Assuming she's not, that is defamation. So what are your options if somebody defames you online? So what are your options if somebody defames
Let me go back.
It's not a fact. Now, if John said Sally is a child molester, that's a factual statement. Assuming she's not, that is defamation. So what are your options if somebody defames you online? Ignore them, call them to account, send a cease and desist letter, or sue them.
Boom. There it is.
What does dismissed without prejudice? In the formal legal world, a court case that is dismissed with prejudice means that it is dismissed permanently. A case dismissed with prejudice is over and done with once and for all, and can't be brought back to court. A case dismissed without prejudice means the opposite. It's not dismissed forever.
Oh, there we go. Just wanted to educate everybody. Just wanted to educate everybody. Yeah. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you love my singing. We did a poll today. And I want to read off some of the results. Let me go to that first. Here we go. We did a poll today. Everybody. Damn, I sound good. We did a poll today. Everybody. Okay. Let me start off with this one right here. My first poll was this. If someone made 60 videos of you and then uploaded them and said things about you and shit, would that make them creepy? And the answer is hell yeah. That's creepy AF. By 88%. And then 10% was a bit obsessive, but maybe not creepy. Okay. And then at 3%, no, that's perfectly normal. That's perfectly normal. Okay, then the next, I like to thank everybody who did their thing in these polls. It's really good. It gives us information, and we're going to be looking into using this information to help giving you better content. So the next one was mirror, mirror on the wall, who's a queen? Pick me of them. Camo's in the house. Femi's in the house. Indiana Mom's in the house. Gold Reflection is in the house. We also have Mistress Newbie in the house and Enlightened Femme in the house. If you're in the house, let me know. Anyway. The third one was this. Where am I at? Should DJ Torch, that's me, sing more often? And 42% said, heck yeah, his voice is golden. Thank you. Then 11% said, give me a moment to think about it. And then 21% said, no. And then the remaining balance, hell no. I would have to log off before the dogs start howling. So, that's how it goes. Feisty, welcome. It's good seeing you. Camo's here. Femi's here. Indiana Mom's here. Gold Reflections here. So I just wanted to go over that, And then I actually copied and pasted this from the internet. And the question is this: are YouTube videos public domain? Because somebody thinks they are. Some people out there really think it is. And I can see how you might get confused and think so. But here's the reply from the YouTube channel. A YouTube video is automatically copyrighted to the person who uploads it. You cannot re-upload a video and claim it to be your own, but you can link to another person's YouTube video. Food for thought. Yep, somebody thought YouTube was public domain and anything on it was just pretty much free. Or at least that's what they want to lead others to believe. And I just wanted to clear things up. I just want to clear myths up with facts. Let me go back over to here. Excuse that for a minute. And go on to the next one. Here we go.
Spotlight on the beauty of the Black woman, because oftentimes the world tells us that we are not the standard of beauty and we are not good enough. And I just wanted to put together a little list in no particular order of some beautiful Black women that you may or may not know, just to celebrate our beauty. So let's get into it. So can we talk about the absolute beauty of this woman right here? Okay. Her name is Jodie Turner. Do y'all see the melanin in this queen? Deeply melanated, smooth skin, the abs, the body yada yada. The face card cannot be denied. Locks, yes. Afro, yes. All of the looks, pure magnificence. Okay. Now let's talk about this queen, this beauty, ducky thought. Stop it. Okay. Y'all see that melanin? Yes, she looks like a beautiful Black Barbie doll. Whoever said the dark-skinned women are not the business, lied to you. Stunning. Now let's get into Miss Meg the Stallion, a beautiful, unambiguously Black woman, just gorgeous, okay? Stunning. And I know y'all see the kinks and coils. They look lovely, just how they should be looking. And let me tell you something. This look is tea as well. Body is on 10. And to be honest, Meg is truly beautiful. Maybe even more so if y'all see right here with no makeup on, just bomb anyway, however she decides to put her look together. Now let's talk about Miss Kelly Rowland, an OG melanated baddie. Get into that face. Yes, utterly gorgeous. And we can't forget about the abs, baby. Y'all see it. Matter of fact, we can't forget about the body in general.
Oh, let me pause this for a minute. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You're Triggered. That's the name of her channel. You're Triggered, aka Protect Black Women. Don't forget to also like and subscribe this channel right here. Thank you. Here we go.
Just pure elegance. I don't even have to say anymore. Y'all see the material. And let's also get into this timeless beauty that is Angela Bassett. This woman is 65 years old and still killing it. Just regal and a beauty that is lasting a lifetime. She is definitely on par with any of the new girls out there, okay? And I really just wanted to put Black women of all ages in here, of all complexions, from 18 up into their almost 70s, because I just want y'all to know that the beauty of a Black woman is timeless. You know what they say. They say that black don't crack unless you smoke it, okay? Let me stop. I'm just joking. Let me get back on track. Now, I need y'all to look at this former top model, Winnie Harlow. Beautiful. And her face card is definitely valid. Just breathtaking, okay? And since we are talking about top models, then we got to talk about one of the OG winners of Top Model, which is Eva Marcille. Just a beauty that cannot be denied. From these professional beauty shots, right? Y'all see the professional look? Just to a selfie like this, she is just absolutely gorgeous. Now, let's get into another timeless beauty, Lisa Ray. And you know what? I was finding a lot of pictures of her in her favorite color, which is white, but it's okay. Nonetheless, Lisa Ray is looking lovely and has been looking beautiful for as long as I can remember.
Yep. Her fame came from the Players Club.
Y'all see it, just absolutely gorgeous. Now let's talk about the Queen of Hearts, okay? Lori Harvey. Now you can love her or hate her, but you cannot deny that that face card is hitting, baby. Hitting, okay? Gorgeous. Body, face, skin, just on point. She can even do a plain black and white look and still look like $1,000,000. So now let's just talk about some IG baddies, okay? First IG baddie that's on my mind is Miss Jada Waiter. Y'all see that face? Just so beautiful and so cute at the same time. Y'all see it, and I can already see why she has millions of followers. Okay, now let's talk about another IG baddie, right? Let's talk about Miss Des Dior. My goodness, just pure loveliness. Body on fleek. Let me stop playing because I know nobody says that no more. Okay, I'll just say that the body, the body is bodying. Okay, and then I want to talk about rapper Lakia, who is definitely gorgeous, and I love her features, especially her nose. You know, and I just think that she's very pretty. I think she's very gorgeous. All right. And I know that everybody discusses Carisha and her podcast and her music, but can we get into actually how beautiful Carisha really is? Face card and the body? Yes. Okay. With the sex appeal that you can always just see through the photos. Yikes. Okay. Now I'm going to hit y'all with somebody that you might not even expect them to be on here, even though she is gorgeous, but it's just because she is often overlooked. But can we get into the face card that is Jill Scott? Okay.
There we
Y'all see the
go.
material. Beautiful face,
Yeah.
right? Gorgeous smile, thicker than cold grits. Let me stop it. Last but not least, and you know what? I want to talk about a young lady that is coming into her own, Marsai Martin. Hopefully, I didn't mispronounce her name, but y'all see her, just a gorgeous young lady just coming into womanhood. She is gorgeous. Okay. And I'm sure as time passes, her beauty will only increase. Now, if y'all like this video or you watched it all, can you please drop a 44 in the comments to let me know? That way I know.
The 44 into her comments. But in this comment, what I would like you to do, there was something I needed you to do. Oh, that's what it was. Name your favorite Jill Scott track and put it into the comments.
What content y'all like and don't like. And if you would like more videos like this, please let me know, because this.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I will definitely let you know. This was cool because it let you know what was up. That's what it did. Now I got to break it down like this. Oh yeah, that's he loved, man, that is the jam right there, Enlightened Femme. If some woman sings that to me, we get married. Anyway, let me play this. Here we go, folks. Here we go. This is brought to you by Get Chanel Rice.
Mr. Ugly Man, Mr. Ugly Man,
Well, comedy.
Mr. Ugly Man, Mr. Ugly Man, champion lover, don't come home tonight. No,
Break it down, yeah.
ugly brother, if you do, don't turn on the light.
Oh no.
Champion lover, you look like you lost the fight.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Ugly brother, you're so ugly, I can kiss you goodnight.
Hello, girl. With the love and occupy, with the love and right part, with the love and occupy, with the love and right part, with the love and occupy, with the love and right part. I said it 3 times, you don't understand. If you look at the word ugly in the dictionary, right there on the page, you see a picture of me. The girl is deep popping and popping all around. All of them say I look like an ugly Bobby Brown.
Oh yeah. Damn. You know, Golden Lady in the house. Lighting in the house, Millie Pop in the house. The LW Academy's in the house. Gold Reflections in the house. Kidney in Caskets is in the house. Femi from the chat is in the house. Indiana Mom is in the house. Damn, I sound good. Damn, I sound real good. You know, Mistress Newbie is here. Let me make that clear. I know you guys want me to keep singing, but I'm afraid I can't. I'm sorry. Let's break it down. Let me give you a piece of my mind. Here we go.
So this is another comment that I had to respond to. So this lady said they want traditional women, but not giving traditional men. And this comment reminded me of a conversation that my friend and I was having. She said that she took a communication class and her instructor had her walk down the toy aisle for boys and then walk down the toy aisle for girls. And she said that what she noticed is that all of the toys for the little girls were geared toward nurturing. You know, little girls play with kitchens. They want to be brides for Halloween. They have makeup. They have baby dolls. So everything, they have doctor kits for little girls. So everything that revolves around being a little girl and girl toys is all about being raised to be a wife and a mother.
Let me pause it right there. That is so true. Going back over here for a minute. Let me, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Oh, we're going to talk about some Blueface. I need to play this jam though. I need to play this. I need to see if I can play it anyway. Okay, here we go, everybody. Yep, here we go.
Y'all get ready?
Yes, you get ready.
Lovely TV. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit.
I try to look at this.
If you're gonna get out, I'm gonna drag you. If you want to get the full tea, you have to go to her channel. I'm just gonna play an abbreviated part of it. Let's start right here. Blueface is a trip to me, but unfortunately, he's very normal in the community. The mindset.
Nobody want to watch him. She got Marsh. She got Marsh watching the baby at 4 a.m. so she could what? Get some, do a verse, nigga. Let me get in here, bro. All this so you could do a verse, suck some. You a boo. My son ain't got no parents.
LW, why are you gonna break my heart like that? LW says, DJ Torch, bless you. No, your singing is not a thing.
4 in the morning, stopping us because she want to be a bad parent to a bad parent. She want to be a yes. Yeah, close the door. Let's go, Marsh. You gonna get your swip soon as we get there. Come on. Jaden got a good fade waiting for you, Marsh. Let's go. I can't do it. Jaden got a fade like Tessa. Come on, girl. Let's go. Either you gonna get out, I'm gonna drag you out, Marsh. I'm gonna put this baby down and put you to bed. All right.
See, he does not care about his kid. He really doesn't. He just uses it strictly for leverage. He's using his kid for leverage. That's all that's going on. Let's face it. Let me go to this part right here.
Shit ill, bro. This shit real ill, bro. Like what? At this point, this make me not want to be a mom, bro. Like, I'm not supposed to go to the studio and work. Like, he like, bitch, you're not.
Wait, let me go back.
I don't know. This is.
I want you to get the full story. So
Monkey time, clown situation.
It don't matter who I was. And I don't like how y'all saying whatever. So long story short, I'm at the studio. It don't matter who I was with. It could be with K Suave. It could be with fucking Tribute. It could be with anybody y'all can call. I'm at the studio, nigga. And I'm trying to lay this record down. My BD's calling me. I'm like, what is he calling me for? So I don't answer for real. So then I finally picked the fuck up. This nigga is with Marsh. I got it. And look, I'm with Jaden and Alexis. So everything I say right now is no cap. Say hi, Jaden.
So the ladies have no problem with each other. Usually, you know, that's how you handle it. I mean, basically, just because dude is dysfunctional doesn't mean you have to be uncool for, you know, the other woman who has a kid by him. Let me keep it going.
She better say hi because he's driving me to this maniac right now. So look. So long story short, bro. So I'm like, let me tell y'all, bro. So I'm like, Marsh, what's up? She like, Sean, you at the studio, right? I'm like, yeah, what's up? She like, Blueface just trying to take the baby. He's taking the baby. I said, bro, if you leave my baby, it's your ass. She like, all right, bet. I'm not finna leave the baby. I'm not finna do nothing. So I'm like, on my way. Like, what? Like, I stay in a cool environment. I have a 5-bedroom house. I have my nieces and nephews that I so happily took in because my sister, she cooks. She's a chef. So I'm opening up a restaurant in 2 weeks. So I moved her and her kids out here. We're figuring out what her housing finna look like, but they're at my mansion right now.
That's cool. Well, it sounds like at least she knows how to take care of a little bit of business. We'll find out though.
That's fine. Long story short, I have to go make this record, so I left my baby with my family at the house. So Blue trying to
this is where you're gonna see some gaslighting breaking down here in a minute. But let's let it happen.
Blue trying to get to me, and I'm like, I don't really want to be with you right now. I really want to be in the studio. You know, I got the receipts. I always got the motherfucking receipts.
Let me go back on that for a minute.
My sister, she cooks. She's a chef. So I'm
welcome, Sugar Love.
Open up a restaurant in 2 weeks. So I moved her and her kids out here. We're figuring out what her housing finna look like, but they're at my mansion right now. That's fine. Long story short, I have to go make this record, so I left my baby with my family at the house. So Blue trying to pick me. Blue trying to get to me, and I'm like, I don't really want to be with you right now. I really want to be in the studio.
That's what set him off, because he felt like she should be at his beck and call. That's why he got set off. He does not care about the kid. He did not care. He did not care who was watching the kid. She had a whole family at the house watching the kid. That's standard operating procedure. That's just how families are. Welcome. Why is seeking knowledge? Let me keep it going. I'm going to drop the link too, because I think I like to get some inputs. So let me see if anybody wants to come up. Here we go.
You know, I got the receipts. I always got the motherfucking receipts. So I'm just like, okay, so what's the correlation? And you about to take my baby? What's going on? So I never knew like he was finna take my baby out of his sleep, because I'm hanging out with my friends at a studio session making music, but I'm with my new nigga Suave. So, but I didn't bring the baby around. I left him home with my family to watch till I get back home from the studio. Long story short, Blueface beat me to my house before I even can get to my son. Try to take my son. Marsh ain't leaving his side. Marsh stuck in the motherfucking car. Marsh like, I'm in this shit with you. What? Because this bitch on the phone said...
Remember now, he didn't say, well, I just... See, notice how he was trying to get at Krishan first. He didn't ask about his baby at first. He was trying to get at Krishan. Okay. And when she told him no, that's when that's when his narcissism came out. That's what you saw. And he got mad because it's like he's thinking, you know, you should be at my beck and call. I don't care if I dumped you. You should be at my beck and call. And you should do what I want you to do. That's what he was thinking. What's funny is that don't think for a minute that the way Blueface behaved wasn't like a lot of men behave. That this is a perfect example of why you don't want to be. See, they want to try to make it seem like it was the woman who does the trapping, but the man can trap you just as well. In fact, it's worse for men trap women more than women trap men because men can walk away, women can't. Goal Reflection breaks it down like this. That is abuse for real. Just waking up a baby from his crib because the dad is emotional and degenerate. Bars. Why Seeking Knowledge breaks it down like this. What is this teaching our young people? Pains my spirit to see so many like and understand this madness. I agree. This is their normal, they identify with. Hashtag, they need for some milk. Yep, here we go.
This is her baby. So I'm finna die for her baby, get locked up for her baby. What's up, Blueface? So, boom. My bad.
Yeah, you nailed it, Indiana mom. See, he's mad because she's with her new boyfriend. And I'll add it a little bit in, and not because of anything to do with the child at all. And because the new man stayed with her for protection. Kinda. Bars.
You want to take a shot? Okay.
Oh, hell no.
What? Yeah, we're
I'm taking a shot.
Yeah, all right, so we ain't leaving then, because if we take a shot.
I don't know what.
Basically, what Blueface did was he used the baby as a power play. I would like to say this is an isolated incident, but it's not. This is how these guys think. It's an excuse to maintain or reacquire control.
She's scared for real because I kidnapped her for her BD. So look. So then I just got to my phone, y'all, because I don't know what's going on. So then I'm like, he got the baby. He had a car accident with the baby. It's just some weird shit going on. So I'm like, Marsh, take the baby. So boom, long story short, he about to set up Marsh at the house, telling Jaden to fight Marsh. Marsh like, Krishan, Jaden finna fight me. Woo-doo. I said, what you? She's like, Krishan, we about to go to his house and he finna take everything. I said, bro, before you get to that gate, take the baby. Well, I need 4 minutes to get to you. What? I don't want no problem.
In fact, it actually triggered a thought about, the new, what's his name? The one that sang Dilemma and Ashanti. What's his name?
Nelly.
Nelly, there we go. Nelly and Ashanti. So, like, everyone's congratulating her because she's pregnant. I'm just like, okay, so he left you, didn't show any remorse at all, betrayed you, you fell apart. Now you're back together, and within 8 months you're pregnant. I don't see that as a congratulations moment, especially as he was engaged to the other woman for 7 years, and they never got married. Right. And now they just broke up, and he's with Ashanti, and now she's pregnant. I'm like, trapped straight away.
Yeah.
That's now because that's what they do. They control you through the children a lot of the time. I'm not saying that Nelly's toxic, although he has a gambling habit and can't stop cheating. So elements are definitely there, right? But I haven't looked at it enough to really look at it. But that's what they do. They trap you with the child, and then so you're financially burdened because they're never ever going to be able to pay enough child support to really do anything, you know, unless they're actually millionaires, which Nelly is. So that's fortunate. But other than that, you know, in like the normal everyday life, the woman holds the financial burden of that child, even when the man is paying child support. So there's that. So there's that financial disadvantage. Then also with the toxics, they control you through the child. They do what Jesus is doing at the moment. What he did with all of his, what he's done with most of his baby mothers, which is like demand that they do certain things so he could see the child, like drive for miles to bring the child to him, right?
Right.
So in that, it's them controlling your world, what you do in your life. It isn't just about the child. So yeah, that's how they do it. That's how they keep control.
Boom.
It's a common way for men to do that. But yeah, carry on with what you were doing. Sorry, I didn't know when I got in there, but I just wanted to make that point.
No, that was a very good point to make. I think you have a couple videos on it, right?
On Nanny, no, I just was just thinking about that today and was like, yeah, this isn't good. But I do have a load of videos on Jeezy. Yeah, I will have one on Nanny soon. Don't worry.
Yeah, but I thought you had some videos on how men control.
Oh yeah, I've got lots of videos on that. Yeah. I thought you meant on the subject of that. No. I have lots of videos on that. Yeah, you guys, if you're listening, go to my page if you want to learn about toxic and abusive dynamics for sure.
Yeah,
but anyway, back to what you were doing.
Thing. I mean,
it's real, man. Women, and nobody ever talks about it. It's like it's always the woman trapping the man, but no one ever talks about, you know, they talk about, you know, the single parent family and how men walk out, but nobody sees it as them literally trapping you in your situation. Like lots of jealous men will do that as well. They'll get you pregnant on purpose to stop your growth, to stop any opportunities that you might have in the future.
Exactly. And you know, what's really, really weird is how the average guys, I won't say the rich guys, the average guys, they complain about paying $300 or $400, you know, a month, right?
It's ridiculous.
For child support, and that basically pays for a week.
I know, literally, it's like, how much do you think the mother's paying? Like, what you're complaining about is ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous. You've left her with a whole human being to look after 24/7, and you're worried about £300. And some guys really are, you know, they drank their own Kool-Aid. They're in court trying to get full custody so that they don't have to pay. It's like, are you serious? You go for it.
Yeah, really. Welcome to the stage, Atlas Uncovered. How you doing?
But not really, because
hey, DJ.
Hi.
I'm sorry, I was trolling before, but go ahead, finish saying what you were saying.
Okay.
I was gonna say not really. I was gonna say go for it, and it's a bit funny, but in reality, it's not funny because the men that do that are usually highly controlling, and what they're wanting to do is take that child away from the mother out of spite. And then they'll make it even more difficult for the mother. It gets even more complicated. So yeah, not really. It's not really a laughing matter, but yeah, it's a laughing matter in regards to them.
It's a laughing matter as far as their intentions to try to get over, not knowing that it's going to be more work than they think to take care of a child.
But also in that, it's like they say it's about child support, but a lot of the time, like I said, it's about them having control of the child, which is having control of the parent in their own house rather than the other way around. But anyway, we'll stop there. Let's let the lady who just joined, I don't know your name.
Atlas.
What did you want to say?
No, this is DJ know who I am.
Everybody know your voice.
Yeah. I was trolling before, so I apologize about that. But I just wanted to add to the conversation. Me being 8 months pregnant, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say, like,
Congratulations.
I'm married, but these, especially like these bandits, they purposely get, especially in the black community, they get these women pregnant so that they can parasite off of them. They don't marry these women. They just go from woman to woman, being breeders and impregnating them, because they know that they're going to need these women in the long run. Like they're going to they
Mm-hmm.
could like use them for a place to stay, or use them for some food or something. And but they're not going to be in the kid's life. They do this, especially me being from Oakland. I see this happening all the time, like in the inner cities.
Mm-hmm.
I have one friend who has like 6 kids, and by different um all of the kids have different baby daddies. And these guys, like, they just like use her for money, they use her for a place to stay, and they just keep impregnating these women. And she's with a guy right now that says that he wants a baby by her, and he doesn't want to marry, he's not prepared to marry her. But you know what he's going to do? He wants to you parasite off of her, because like Princella said, women are the resource.
Yep.
And
That's true.
I can't make this stuff up.
Very well. Very good point.
It's parasitic. Yeah, those are broke dusties. Broke dusties do that.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
think he's sorry, yeah. Excuse the term, but yeah, that's what they do. What do they call them? The hobos or something
Oh,
like that. Basically,
hobosexual.
they're hobosexuals. There you go. So they're not necessarily toxic in the way of like emotionally abusive, although back to different. A lot of them come with both, but some of them are just like leeches, basically.
Yeah, exactly, leeches. And
Leeches.
it's from like, see, I believe, but DJ Torch being a man, he could speak on it better. But I believe that it comes from single motherhood, and the women in our community like babying and coddling these men and won't kick them out the house. Like they keep them in the house to the age of 30. They won't kick them out the house. They coddle them, and they just look for that in the women that they impregnate, but they're not prepared to take on the responsibility of marriage and a family.
Well put. Well put. Let me go ahead
It's
and play.
disgusting,
I'm sorry, go
really,
ahead.
because then. Sorry, I was going to say it's disgusting, really, because what they're doing is they're ruining women's lives. And I know that children are a blessing and yada yada. I get it, but um, in the right, I mean, children are always a blessing. If you have a child, you have a human, you end up loving that child beyond anything else. I get it, but it still takes away any opportunities. Well, not completely, but it definitely slows you down, and it definitely makes it harder for you to take advantage of those opportunities. That's the reality of motherhood, right? And so in that, they are potentially ruining your life, especially when they get you pregnant early. The older ones that prey on the young kids before they've had a chance to even really assess life. It's criminal, really. They should get charged.
Yep.
But you know what? I just want to say something real quick. I've told my friend, well, more of an associate, I told her, she really likes this guy. I'm telling her, do not have a child by this guy unless he is prepared to marry you, say that he's going to marry you. But she's just, as women, we are in love with the idea of love. It's a difference. Women fall in
Yeah, we've
love.
got to cut that out. 110%. We have to cut that out. But yeah, carry on.
Yeah, women fall in love just with the idea of love. Men fall in love because of sex. So it's there we think completely differently. And I know black women say that it's a black man or nothing, but if this man isn't like, if he's not he doesn't have the attributes of being a man, or he's not willing to be selfless and be a leader and be responsible and taking care of a family, then you're going to destroy your own life by just getting pregnated by a guy who most likely is not going to take care of his child.
If you're lucky, that's the worst. That's the worst that happens. That he's not taking care of his child. Sometimes the absent father is actually a blessing for both the mother and the child. Some of these families don't need to be kept together.
Let me read this comment
Sorry,
from
it was hard for me.
Enlightened Femme. Women have been raising kids for thousands of years before the nuclear family, and she wasn't shamed for being a mother. That's bars. That's bars right there. And then she went on to say, marriage is slavery. For many people, it is. Men love sex, not women. And I truly believe that men do, at least in our community, are more focused on the sex and not the women. The women are just the purveyors of it. But the men, they really, they're focused more on the sex and not the women. If a woman walked up to a man and said, look, we can fall in love and everything, but we can't have sex, and I'll be fit, feminine, friendly, and submissive and all that kind of stuff for you, but we can't have sex, the man would leave her. So
Or
even if
he may not leave her, but he will definitely go and have sex.
okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, okay, that's a deal. But because the thing is, I wanted to make it a little alteration there. Men don't fall in love through sex. No, it's actually the opposite. Women fall in love through sex. Men fall in love in a different way through acts of service and stuff like that, which is why it's not a good idea to have sex with a guy real soon, because his whole hormonal thing just gets messed up and he shuts down and he doesn't care about you anymore. That's usually what happens. So that is why I would say that if you offered him that I'll be submissive and I'll do this and I'll do the other, he probably would take the deal because he's able to separate sex from love. So he takes the deal and just continue to have sex.
Well, I want to ask DJ, since he is a man, like, what do you feel about the comment that I made? Like, do you feel like women fall in love just with the idea of love, and men fall in love because of sex? Like, am I right on that? You being a man, you should know.
That's a pretty, let's put it this way, because we could literally have a live stream just on debating that. But I would say it's a strong argument. It's a very strong argument. I would say that. I would say that don't get me wrong, nothing is exactly black and white, but for the most part, you could argue that and be at least a certain percentage correct. And what I mean is this, is that obviously by the stats that we have in our community, men are not trying to fall in love. It's clear.
Yeah, but here's the thing about that. I know you're a guy and I know you're a man. But the stats say and the hormones say that the man doesn't function in the way of falling in love in the way of sex. It's completely the opposite in fact. They release the hormone that actually stops them from falling in love. That's why they need space from you after they've, done the deed. That it's all hormonal. It's not an opinion type thing. I'm not saying that a guy can't be in love and have sex. That's different. But if you're talking about them falling in love through sex, it's absolutely not true.
Yeah, got it.
I could barely hear her because she's breaking up.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
LW, do you have? Let me see if I can fix something here. Maybe I can raise the volume. Let me see what I can do on my end.
Possibly my headphones, because I've got these wireless, Bluetooth.
Oh, okay.
That might be the issue.
The headsets should be okay. Well, let me check your
Am I
mic.
breaking up a lot?
You are. Let me try. Okay. Mic check 1 2. Go ahead and talk. Let me see if you're.
I'm talking now. Am I breaking?
Okay, I
So
got you a
did you
little
catch
louder
anything
anyway.
of what did you catch anything of what I said there?
Yeah, we could hear you. It was a little
Okay.
hard. It was a little harder. But what I do is I
Okay.
raise the volume, because what's happening is like you're talking, and then the volume will be cool for a second, and then it'll drop out for a second.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Well,
okay.
essentially, what I was saying is that men falling in love through sex is not a thing. It's not true. It doesn't happen. They can be in love and have sex, but them having sex and falling in love through sex, it's actually the complete opposite. Men release a hormone after sex, which stops them from having those close connection things. Women release a hormone that causes them to connect, and that's what happens. That's why men need space from you after they have sex. It's a hormonal thing. So women fall in love through sex, men don't. They can be in love and fall in love and then have great, sex. But that is not the way to a man's heart is not through the bedroom. In fact, it's through acts of service. He needs to be doing things for you and doing all of that. That releases another hormone, which is the male version of the oxytocin, which makes them bond to you. It's a hormonal thing, it's not an opinion. But yeah, that's.
You know what? That LW, that makes a lot of sense, because it does seem like, and DJ Torch could like verify if I'm wrong, but once a guy does ejaculate, then he has no more like emotional connection to that woman. It's like, okay, on to the next one. So I agree with that.
Exactly, and that's why, hormonally speaking, women have to wait. They have to get them to invest if they're interested in them falling in love and all of that. They have to get them to invest with acts of service and get them to bond with you that way and get that hormone release that they need in order to fall in love, and then do the do. If you do it too soon, it interrupts that whole process, and then they're going on to the next. Sorry, you weren't the one. When in actual fact, they just didn't get to release the chemical that was needed for you to actually be the one.
Okay.
I want to. Can I just say this real quick, DJ Torch, and then Sinji and YouTubers, even though I'm an extremely small, minute YouTuber, really try to warn Black women about selective breeding. All of this getting impregnated by these dusties, it comes with a boatload of issues and problems that a lot of us are not prepared. We're not going to be able to handle. It's going to cause us to have like a chemical imbalance. We're going to be overloaded with stress. And I don't know what we try to warn Black women to open up their options and date out. They don't want to, that's why Sinji basically gave up, because Black women are just not happy, but they're content with the community being like this. I believe. I don't know. LW, what do you think?
I don't know if content's the right word. I feel like it's because what's happening, I think, is that Black women are just trying and then trying and then trying again. Right? That's why I think it's like, okay, I failed that time, but I'm not really pinpointing the mistakes and not repeating them. Does that make sense? They put it on, well, that was the wrong guy, the next guy will be the right guy. Instead of protecting themselves and what I call protecting their womb, I did a whole thing about that, how women need to protect their womb. Instead of doing that, they're going, it was just the wrong guy. The next guy is going to be better, and then they throw themselves into it again, making the same mistake.
Black women are insane, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again.
Well, then I think the world is insane, because aren't we all doing it? I don't think it's a color issue. But yeah, I get your point in that regard. But yeah, I think, I don't know. Yeah, that's a difficult one.
But
I
what
just,
is what
yeah.
is wrong with black women opening up their I mean, like, if you okay, I'm gonna keep it real. We're all adults. We're all adults. Okay? Um, is it a lot of black women tell me that it's all about the BBC. I mean, which is a shallow reason to want to stick with the not date outside your race. But I'm if you're having bad if black women were having such good sex, and I know this for a fact that the BBC is whack, um if don't you think that women will be smiling all the time? Like, if you were content, like, either, if you were so sexually content, you would be smiling, you wouldn't be all stressed out, you wouldn't be acting all mannish. Black women wouldn't be acting all mannish. They would be like, their cortisone levels wouldn't be
So
off
basically,
the chart.
your argument is that basically, if BBC was so great, then why aren't black women much happier than they are right now?
Yeah, because
I can give you, go ahead, finish. I can
no,
give you
I'm
the answer.
saying that as a woman that is like, I know what being sexually satisfied feels like. I mean, I'm the happiest person outside of YouTube. I'm always happy. I'm very, very content. And I'm like, I'm very, very in touch with my feminine side. I don't stress myself out in real life. That's because I'm satisfied, all overall, all around satisfied. And these women, I know they're not sexually satisfied. That's why they have such an attitude. And you have to agree with me, LW. These women are not being sexually satisfied. I don't care how much they talk about the BBC and everything, and a lot of black men don't know how to make love to women. It's like they make comments like, "Oh, well, I'll put a woman in the hospital." Like, they talk about rough sex and everything, and that's not how you make love to a woman. One, and usually gay men like rough sex. So I'm like, yeah, it's true, and they suck. Black men suck in the bedroom. I'm so sorry. And you need to open up your options so you can get some proper loving. That's what I want to say without being too explicit.
I understand.
I was just reflecting. Oh, yeah, let me just stop. What you were saying about black, what you were saying about black women, and the D being so good, which is why they, okay, about the thing. Okay, so there's a thing. I think it's more. I don't think it's more. I don't think it's about the fun, the actual sex. I think it's about the fact that if you keep on having sex with this person, you bond to them as a female, regardless of whether they're. If you keep on having sex with a person, you bond with them as a female, regardless of how good they are. Really, I mean, they could be terrible in bed. You're still going to kind of bond.
Oh,
Right? If you keep on doing it, right? Yeah, the oxytocin that we release, the bonding hormone, is what happens. I mean, if they're good at it, well, you bond quicker. But either way, you're going to bond. So it doesn't, that whole big, great D formula that they talk about, it doesn't really make any difference. We're designed to bond. So if we have sex with you, we're going to do it at some point if we keep on doing that. Do you know what I mean? So for example, the first time, if they're rubbish, you might feel like, okay, but bless him, sort of thing, and you're a little bit, you're not fully attached, but you're a little bit like more compassionate towards their failings. Does that make sense? But if you keep on doing it, you're getting more and more bonded, you're getting more and more attached. That's what happens, and that's what happens. And I think that's the reason why women are out here talking about the good D, when really it's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that has to be it, because it's to bond, to create a bonding with the guy, because women, it doesn't matter if a guy is old, ugly, and I've seen this happen. I'm probably one of my friends that basically go for looks mostly, but I've seen it really, if you go to the core of how women fall in love, it doesn't matter if a man is old. Like, you could be a 21-year-old woman and the man is like 50. It doesn't matter if the guy is unattractive. Since women are so in love with the idea of love, we just we fall in love so easily, and we don't care if the sex sucks. We would just like try to create a bond just for the idea of being in a loving relationship. Did that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I think you're calling the in love with being in love. I mean, there is an element of that as well. We're fed fairy tales from the day that we're born that men are going to sweep us off our feet and it's going to be lovely, and all we've got to do is just wait for the right one. I mean, come on. But outside of that, okay, you want to play something?
Yeah, I just want to play a little bit more of this, see, and then we can talk some more in a minute.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'm not none of that. I don't know Jaden to trust her with y'all, if y'all really together. I don't know her ill intentions. So I'm really speaking from the heart. Like, nigga, I don't trust none of y'all. You my baby father, but you posted his dick. Imagine what the fuck she would do if, you feel me? He mad because he probably watching my live right now. Okay, I'm calling. Just enough. I pull up, Martian Blue fighting. Yeah, I'm great. Like, she actually in my food. Like, oh, please. So look. So this nigga. You should drink that. Oh yeah, apple juice. I'll be fine.
You know what's funny is Christine Rock is far from being what you call per se the feminine woman, right? But she doesn't seem to have any problems getting men. So that's just interesting to me that these guys say, well, we want a woman that's feminine, but Christine Rock's got them lining up even after having a kid.
So look, listen, it's not funny. This is real shit, and it's happening to us, and we innocent. I'm gonna stop at the gas station. The tire's flat again. It is. So boom. So we just chilling right now. You don't know where we at. We not finna drive because we all intoxicated, and we
Oh
wanna.
my God, intoxicated again. Man, let me go forward, see if I can find
Bottle
out.
down.
Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, let's see this part right here.
Craig, I'm sad for you, Craig.
So I'm Otis. That's crazy, cuz.
Embarrassing.
I'm Otis in the group.
Hey, it's okay.
Where the fuck is Zeus when you need him?
Okay.
Look at this shit. They done tow up my house.
Okay.
They done tow up my house.
So they tore up his house, but you see he's not mad because he's getting attention. It's weird. It's like he's not mad at all now because he's getting attention.
All right, fuck me.
It's fuck you. I'm embarrassed for you.
I can't
believe you would go live like that.
So
I'm so sad for you.
Y'all finna run off and
I'm so sad for you.
Y'all finna just run off and do shows without me, huh?
I'm so sad for you.
Y'all just finna run off and do shows without me, huh?
Craig.
Ain't nobody coming to see Blue?
Craig. I'm sad for you. Craig.
So I'm Otis.
Shout out to Chaos Rain Show in the house. I see you have to head out. King Lucifer's in the house. We have Enlightened Fam in the house. Indiana Mom in the house. Air Rekka in the house. We also have, let me go up here. King Lucifer, Why is Seeking Knowledge, Sugar Love, Ellen Ripley. We got everybody up in here tonight. And of course on stage, LW and You Can't Get Laid.
That's crazy, cuz.
Embarrassing.
I'm Otis in the group.
Hey, it's okay.
Where the fuck is Zeus when you need him?
Okay.
Look at this shit. They done tore up my house. They done tore up my house. Joint forces.
Not they. I didn't tell you.
You did. You did. You did.
You're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment.
Fuck is this when you need him? What the fuck is this when you need him?
You're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment. That's an easy. Oh, he's a bitch. She said you a bitch.
Merry Christmas.
How sad.
So
sad for you.
So I'm oldest in the group.
Okay,
So I'm oldest.
You just looping it. Okay.
I seen it, child. I said, when he put that camera on that house, I said, now who in the fuck finna clean this up? And as soon as I said that, Rock said, I'm gonna go home. What y'all about to do? I can't make this shit up. So y'all see I lost a few pounds. Y'all see my dimples. Y'all don't normally see them because I be so girl, I don't know. We was looking on the live on Krishan Live just now. They called me. You know how they do. I was in the shower and they said, get out the shower and look. I'm like, look at what? I get on the live, Krishan Live, on my fake page, because y'all know she got me blocked. And I just see the house looking like a dog just got loose in that mug. Girl, the piano looked like it was turned over or lopsided or sideways. I don't know. They said anything over $500, let's fuck it up. Child, I don't know whose lip got busted, but if Mr. Sappho came home and seen his life house looking like that, because I let his side piece in, honey, chickadee boom.
Welcome, Feisty Black Tina. I think he really doesn't care because he has the two women that he wants to control in his house. And that's what he always wanted. So what if they messed up the house? They're not with other dudes, and that's all he cares about.
You know what, DJ? I believe 100% that this Blueface guy is beating whatever her name. What was her name again? Christian
Rock?
Yeah, Christian Rock. I believe that he's beating on her, and I believe that he's sleeping with both of them, both of those girls.
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah, I agree. LW, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's this clear case of triangulation going on there. Yeah.
So,
but why? I don't understand. Like, he has. I looked up Blueface, right? I just looked him up. He has a net worth of only $5 million. Okay, why is she sucking up to him and kissing his behind because he has some type of notoriety? That's not nothing. That's $5 million is nothing.
Yeah, but then you can't say that because. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say you can't say that. You can't say you reckon that he's beating on her and then say that you reckon that she's staying for the money. She's staying. If he's beating on her and there's abuse going on in that dynamic, then that's why she's staying.
Oh, okay. But it could
You know
be.
what I mean?
I've never been in a abusive relationship.
Yeah, they get your mind before they get anything else. So nothing makes sense after that point. Do you know what I mean? They have control of your mind and then they start beating you. So if he's in the beating stage with her, then her mind is already gone. She's not staying with him for any reason other than she probably believes that she loves him and he's the only one that can that she could ever be with due to a trauma bond. That's basically what's going on if abuse is involved.
This guy has cheated on her with men, well, I don't know what you want to call them, transgenders, so different women. I'm like, I don't know, and I know the BBC, whatever, the BBC is not good at it. I mean, that's what I sense, but I'm like, why do Black women torture themselves like this? Why do they put up with? I mean, I don't know. Are they just trying to prove that they could be a ride or die chick? Well, are they trying to? I mean, what kudo points do you get? Like, what do you? Black
See,
women need to wake up.
the problem with the trauma bond is the more trauma you experience, the more bonded you become. It's not less. It's not like you go, oh my gosh, this is terrible, I'm going to get out of here. It's like, oh, that's worse. I'm now even further bonded to this person. Oh, you slept with my brother. Okay, now even further bonded. You get what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
it works in
Yeah.
reverse. So, eh, yeah,
All
so
right.
that's kind of how that works, and that's probably why she's in there after everything that he's done and everything that he made him. You know what I mean? In order to get out of that situation, you need to leave, regardless of how you feel about it, because you're never going to feel like, oh, I shouldn't say never, because some people do. Some people kind of come out of it and are like, okay, I need to get out of this situation for myself or my family or for whatever. But if you're waiting for that to happen, you're going to be waiting a long time, and sometimes you end up dead first. You know what I mean? So a lot of the time, you got to leave before you even feel like that is what you want to do. And that's the hard part of getting out of these dynamics. If she is being abused. If she's not being abused, then she's just basically trying to prove a point, probably. But,
Can I just say this before I drop down? I just
yeah,
want to
go
make
ahead.
a okay. And then after this, I was gonna drop down, but black women, we're at a point in this world where winter is here already for black men. The reason why winter is here, trust me,
Wait,
it's
let me
so
interrupt
much
you just for
home.
1 second. I agree on that. I want to pile on that because if winter wasn't here for men, then nobody would be cheering the light bill theory. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's true. And uh a lot of women like Sinji, Gemini, we have tried to warn black women that the violence for black women will be increasing. And we have an intuitive, these women are saying this, we're very intuitive. We have an intuitive, I'm not trying to say psychic, but just very intuitive. We have an intuition about us. Black men are becoming more and more destitute. The homelessness is increasing dramatically as every day goes on, and they're upset because they don't want to be upstanding men and take care of their community and get their community together. They don't want to do that. They just want to run through women, you know, and you can't run through women if you're living under a bridge. So they're very, very mad at black women right now, and I see like the increase in violence happening to black women, and we've been told y'all to get out of the cities, get away from the urban areas, get away from these guys, because they're not going to want to do better. They're just going to keep running through women in the community, impregnating them, not marrying them, and just I'm starting to say I hope it's not too late for black women to get away from them. And
All
that's
right.
just what I wanted to say. I was going to drop down. All right, you guys, have a nice day.
Hey, you can't get laid. Thanks for coming up to the stage. Let me read this. Why is seeking knowledge is message. Black men guilt tripped us into the trauma bond. It's pure BS. We should have run. And then King Lucifer says this: some black women just love black men, and actually, it's more. Something King. I would say it's more like a lot, more than some. I would say a lot of black men just love black men. It's just so, and that's why we're here where we are. Remember, it's not really the reason why black women are not dating out isn't because other races don't want black women. It's because black women don't want other races. That's or they prioritize black men over the other races. And that's why I believe it's the way it is. Let me go ahead and play a little bit more of this. In fact, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Here we go.
Pull up, walk in. It's looking. The baby's not looking with just everybody around, and I just wasn't feeling it. So I instantly pick up the child and I say, "Hey, I'm out of here. Just tell her, come get him whenever. I go to leave. Mark's jumping in the car with me, following me, jumping in the Uber with me. That's when I posted. I'm like, bro, if you keep playing with me with this baby, like you finna fight
Wait a
me.
minute. Wait a minute. In the first clip, he was mad because she technically left the baby to go work. Though it was with like multiple family members, he had a problem with that. But now, since he got what he wanted, which was their attention, he doesn't care what they do with the kid. You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah, it's a perfect demonstration of the fact that he's just using the kid to control her actions. Perfect example of that. Doesn't care about the kid.
Yeah, that is crazy. Cyber Dream said this, well, King, instead of being in a relationship, they need to get their money up. And that was replying to not all black women can afford to leave. And then Cyber Dreams got like that. And Cyber Dreams, that is a good point. I think we should even have a way. I think, and believe it or not, Kimberly Moon suggested this a long time ago, and was to have financial independence live streams. And I think that's a doggone good idea. The more I think about it, I think we're going to make
Yeah,
that happen very soon.
yeah, she's right. Not all women can afford to leave, and financial abuse is a really big one when it comes to these relationships. It's not just physical or emotional, that financial abuse is there. Which is why there are like shelters and things like this to kind of support. I think I hear, I get it. No, you can't afford to leave. I mean, I was just talking to someone today, a woman today who was like, I can't afford to provide for my child if I leave this person.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very real. And it's kind of like it's easy to feel stuck in that situation because it's like, well, the likelihood of her being able to get an extra job and hide money away is kind of like fictional storytelling type stuff, right? Because at this point, he's got so much control over her, that's probably not going to be an option. But then it's like, okay, so you need to take advantage of these shelters and these services. You can't stay there saying that you can't afford to leave. You need to find some connection to a service that can help you to get out of that situation. Like, it's not going to be easy. And yeah, you're probably going to live off ramen noodles for a while. But you need to get out of that situation. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I hear it is a real challenge financially, but that
Right.
can't be the thing that you just rest on and say, well, I can't afford to leave, so that's it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, there are organizations, there are shelters. Get yourself involved in one of those. Like, do what you need to do to get yourself out of there. It's like I was talking to a woman who was basically being financially abused by her ex. She left him already, but he wouldn't get her. He wouldn't remove her name from his car insurance. Right? She put it there as a favor, and now he won't remove it. Right? And he'd already totaled another car. So guess what's going to happen with that car, right? No brainer. He's going to smash it up. She's going to end up, So she's on the live with me, and she's like, "Oh, there's nothing I can do. He won't remove me. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do." And I'm like, "You need to find a way, in some legal way, to get yourself off that thing. There's nothing I can do is not an option, right?" So she gets off the live, and then she sends me a message. Actually, I got it today, where she was like, "Yeah, I went to Citizens Advice," because I said to her, "It's financial abuse and economic abuse," and she was like, "I went to Citizens Advice, and they told me, yeah, it's financial abuse, and I can get a fraud claim and get my name off of it." And I'm like, exactly. There is something you can do. You just need to figure it out, right? And it's not going to be pretty sometimes, like I said, with the financial thing. It's not going to be pretty, but there's something you can do.
True.
Like, were you going to stay there until you know, he like kills you?
Right. I
You
agree.
know, it sounds harsh, and I get it. It sounds like, oh my gosh, she's like detached from reality. But at the same time, I'm fully injected in reality, which is why I'm saying you need to figure it out. Because nothing I can do is not an option. But yeah, carry on.
Okay, let me
He turn around, hit me. I'm really gonna like, I'm gonna have no choice but to protect the baby. You feel me? Because what are you gonna do? Take the baby from me and run? Like what? Listen, do you realize I didn't have a baby with Marsha?
Right. But was she babysitting the baby while she was at the studio, or was that just what she said?
No, that's cap. All of that is cap.
I don't know why he has to say tell a bald face lie. There was nothing that there was no evidence he has that the baby wasn't well taken care of.
Marsha is not babysitting nobody. Marsha's, what do you mean?
What she was obviously there with the kid. So what's the problem? I mean, what more? See, that's the funny thing is that he's trying to do that narcissistic dang it, what was the name? Gaslighting. He knew she was well taken care of. The only thing he cared about was controlling.
You feel me? Why is my
Exactly.
son in the bed with Marsha and other kids? Like,
wait, now he just caught himself. Why is my kid in the bed with Marsha and the other kids? So kids play together and oh my God. Let me play that again.
Marsha is not babysitting nobody. Marsha's, what do you mean?
Okay, first he said, let's break this down. First he said Marsha's not babysitting.
You feel me? Why is my son in the bed with Marsha and other kids? Like,
Then he says, why is my son in the bed with Marsha and the other kids? Because she's babysitting. I can't believe this. And that's one thing that
Believe
mentally
it.
unstable, these mentally unstable men do. They literally contradict themselves either in the same moment or another time. I'm sorry, what are you saying?
No, that's exactly it. I'm like, believe. I was just adding to what you were saying. You're like, I can't believe it. I'm like, believe it. That's exactly what they do. They will contradict themselves mid, and you wonder why the people that are with them get confused. They're trying to make sense of the madness.
Yeah, that is crazy. Welcome, Perfect Nails, Indiana Mom, Cyber Dreams, King Lucifer in the house. The Enlightened Femme is in the house as well. Here we go. And by the way, expect to see a live stream set up for Get Your Money Up because that's so important. We do need to go over that.
Like, why he don't have a parent at 4 a.m? You better be making $1 million fucking dollars, right?
How did you end up over there at 4 a.m?
What you mean? How I pulled up?
Because
that is so toxic.
Good question. Why are you there at 4 a.m?
Right. Oh, okay. I heard him say he tried to get the Uber when blue. Okay. Yeah. I mean, the thing is that what happened was is that he went out. He probably did whatever he wanted to do, and then you'd think he'd go home and go to sleep, right? No. Because at that moment, he just had the impulse control that he wanted to do. He wanted control. He was really mad just because Krishan Rock blew him off. That's what made him mad.
Because you knew she was gone, or I mean, why?
No, yes, I knew she was gone. So if you gone, who's watching the baby?
How you know she was gone? Though?
What do you mean? How I know she's gone? What the fuck? You can find out what Rock is doing without even following the bitch, looking at her. Nothing she does.
And so when you got in the car with the girl and you told the girl we're gonna go over here and Jaden's gonna be waiting,
Yeah, I'm telling her like you about to run a fade with Jaden now, because at this point I'm not finna beat you up. Like, and if you want to follow me all the way home with my son, like
I forgot this guy's name, but he knows there's something wrong. Notice how he's not agreeing with him at all. There's no bro code vibe whatsoever. He doesn't, I don't think he knows there's something weird going on.
like how do you expect that to end?
Right. So when she got over there, was Jaden waiting? Because I remember when you guys were on the show, Jaden
Yeah, she was
didn't
waiting.
want.
She was waiting. She was waiting. All right, so this is how I got tricky. We got here, and in March.
Exactly, perfect nails. So does he want the baby secluded? Exactly. The baby was well taken care of. Sounds like to me.
Try to like really fight me physically. Like when I told her in the car, like, yo, I'm finna like really hurt you because like you playing with me. I'm holding the baby, like you feel me, and she's playing with me like I'm finna like, give me the baby, and I'm looking like, bitch, who the fuck are you? Like at this point, I don't even see Marsh because like this is my son. You feel me? Like why are you feel me? Like what? Like you could come, Kershaw can come get the baby whenever. There should never be a domestic dispute with me and her friend over the baby.
If she was left responsible to take care of the kid, and if the babysitter knows how unstable this man is, I understand his point of view, but I can understand why the babysitter wouldn't want to relinquish possession of the child to him, especially at 4 o'clock in the morning.
And then when y'all got there, what happened? Did the fade happen?
No. So what happened was Marsh attacked me while I'm holding the baby. So the fucking the driver nigga just drove off on me. Now I'm at the front.
So remember now, this is a guy who cheated and has lied before. So it's amazing how liars and cheaters really, really think that you're believing what they're saying. And I guess because there's enough people that either lead them to believe that they believe him or that actually do believe him. But it's just weird that they can continue to embellish or lie and expect other people to believe them, knowing they lie. They've been caught in lies before. But hey, I'm no therapist. I have no clue how that works.
Gate, and then I guess I don't know if Rock told her to stall, but she stalled, and then Rock just pulled up. And then you want to know the funny part?
I want to know all the parts.
The funny part is, me and Rock jumped in her car and left her friends right there in the middle of the street. And Jay.
Okay, so then did Marsh end up getting beat up?
No, Marsh was not harmed at all.
So why are they saying Marsh got beat up? Because that's what I keep seeing online. Everybody keeps saying Marsh got beat up.
Probably what I posted, because I posted like, bro, I got this baby in my hand, and you like really like getting aggressive with me, like like she in the front.
I don't know if I believe him about anybody getting aggressive with him. What I've learned is that a lot of people who have sociopathic or narcissistic behavior, they make up reasons or excuses why they are behaving the way they are. And they usually find that either they got some hallucinations happening or they're just straight up lying.
Turning around like she's gonna jump in the backseat, and I'm looking like, yo, please stop. Like, I don't know. It could have just been so simple. She could have just let me leave, come here. Christian would have came here. Probably. Okay, so let me get to the end of the story. So Rock pull up. We pull off, leave her friends right there in the middle of the street. And she like, I want to go inside and meet her. Let's get to the point. Like, I want to meet Jaden. I'm tired of this. Like, let's get.
Let me pause it right there for a little bit. LW, let me get your feedback on this. I mean, it seems like to me the only thing he cared about was really getting the attention of the ladies, and even to the point where he didn't care if they tore up his house.
Yeah, it was just about him getting control of the situation. Are you wanting me to comment on what he was saying there or the other part before?
Yeah. Oh no, anything you want to comment on, go
Oh,
for it.
right. Well, in regards to the bit where he had the camera and all the ladies were around him, that's just him just getting attention. He loves that, right? And he doesn't care about the baby at all. It's not about that. It's about control for him, which is why he was outside her house at like 4 in the morning. That's ridiculous. For what reason?
Right.
Do you not sleep, sir? No,
Exactly.
it's like it's
The
ridiculous.
thing is this. Whatever you think, I could understand if maybe it was
That was
earlier, but 4 in the morning, it's almost the day's over with.
right. What child are you going to see? What are you
Right.
doing? This is literally ridiculous. And then what you said about her being aggressive towards him, he's just flipping. He's flipping things. A lot of the time, the toxic or narcissist or whatever, the abuser, will tell the truth, but in reverse. Like instead of being like, I got aggressive towards her, they'll say that the person got aggressive towards them. They just reverse the roles so they can be the victim. So what you were saying is completely true. He's the one being, he's the one being aggressive. He's the one being controlling. He's the one being aggressive. Even when he explains the situation, he's using aggressive terms to refer to her. So I find it hard to believe that he is not the aggressor in the situation.
Right.
I'm like, are you sure? Are you serious? Like, at first, I wasn't really fucking with it, but she just sounded convincing, like she was being mature about it. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, come on. We come inside. It's awkward at first, but like they cool though. It's not like instant animosity. It's not like we finna Royal Rumble. It's kind of like, oh, okay, what's going on? Like, is it cool? She cool? What's up with the what? So they get cool, right? I'm playing mediator. Cool. Everybody get cool. So we all come in when Rock come in the house. We all get cool. The baby here, we all cool.
Wait. When you say all cool, Jaden, you, Krishan, the baby, everything is calm.
Everything is calm. Everything is cool. We drinking. We all drinking together at this point.
In front of a baby. Great. Yep. See, now he's calm because he wasn't before when he wasn't getting his way. I still remember how this all started, and it was when Krishan blew him off because she was in the studio trying to maybe make a couple $100,000 on a track or so. And this is the issue. It's like he didn't care about that. He knew he made her money, whether you like her talent or not. That's where she makes her money. And some of these dudes are like this. They don't care. Even if you were at a regular job that a lot of times these dudes will act like this when you're in the middle of a board meeting, they'll come busting in like this and shit. It's like dangerous. It's messed up. Indiana mom breaks it down like this. She wasn't answering his calls, texts. He went to her house, found she wasn't there, decided to take the baby to her to make her rush back. Exactly. And she did the
Exactly.
bars.
Because where the hell does she think that she is? No, you're supposed to be at home. But you got a babysitter, that's too bad. No.
Right.
I don't care where you are, you're now coming home, and I'm going to use the baby to control the situation. Typical.
Exactly. Because really
Like,
think about it. If he truly wanted to take care of the baby, he would have picked up the baby at 7 p.m. Not 4 a.m. the next morning.
he just wants to ruin her night
Yeah,
and get
exactly.
control of the situation. That's it. Yeah.
Indiana mom breaks it down again like this. I was out with a friend in my 30s, about 2 hours from home. Her mom wanted her to come home, kept blowing her phone up her phone. We rushed back because her gran had a heart attack, but it wasn't true. Narc mom. Dang. Wow.
Perfect example of the same thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. That's my point. Like, your March did all this miscellaneous shit when she should have just like stood down. You feel me? Like I'm not finna go against somebody
But
with
you're
that.
but you're the king of going live because this is your circus that you created for all of us to be a part of. Why didn't you go live when everybody was drinking and hanging out and having a good time?
I wasn't going for that. I really
No,
wanted
because he nailed him. He nailed him on that. What he was trying to say is like, why did you only show one narrative and not the other result? If it was true. That's if it was true. Why Seeking Knowledge breaks it down like this. She really asked for all of this. She really asked for all of this. He was straight clowning pre-pregnancy. Yep. Some people, they just don't know better. Or they know better, but don't go to better.
I really wanted us to reconcile inside before we presented it outside. The baby, right? But now it's me dating with my two kids, and we just sitting here looking at each other, and I'm looking like, well, why the fuck would she take the baby? I don't like, this is not a moment for us to kick it. This is a moment for all the kids to like, reconcile, I guess. Like, so now it's like, okay, let's go get the baby. This when it got fucked up, bro. I'm like, all right, Rock, I'm finna take you to get the baby. Jaden is like, oh, what you gonna do?
Indiana, perfect. Going live only counts if he can make his ex look bad. Exactly.
Fuck her on the way, like you just trying to get a nut off on the way. I want to take her with you with Wham. I'm like, okay, and then Rock like, yeah, I want to go with her anywhere. So I'm like, all right, shit, cool. I'm gonna be the bigger man in this point and let y'all go get the baby and come back, right?
Perfect now says, what the F is he talking about? He's just saying stuff. Exactly. Exactly. It's done on purpose too.
These bitches go to
Oh, that's
Slauson,
respectful. That's really respectful.
Boston. They out drinking. They on live before me without the fucking head of the circus, Jason. These bitches is on live.
Oh, here it goes. Here we go now. He's the effing head of the circus. Here we go.
Trying to kick me out the group. I'm blowing up her phone like, yo, why would y'all? I thought y'all was bringing the baby back. They like, fuck you, nigga, pretty much. Like, we out. So I'm like, okay, just leaving me here with the kids. Like,
but here's where I'm confused. This is where I'm really confused because I saw Jaden's live. I mean, I saw Krishan's live.
Yeah,
and I was
together just having a good time.
No, hold on. I saw Krishan's live when I was in the bank, right. And I thought I saw Jaden walk by, and I was like, there ain't no way. Right. There's no way that they're together because in the interview that we had
without me.
No, but I mean the interview I had with you and Jaden, she was clear like she didn't want nothing to do with her.
No,
and then the interview I had with Krishan, she wanted nothing to do with her.
Oh yeah, the ladies are tight now. Which is the way it really should be, unfortunately, but that's the way it is. Why Seeking Knowledge breaks it down like this. The nerve is this ninja. The lies, exactly. That's what they do. What's worse is people are listening and having his back. Exactly. Has nothing to do with that he's correct. It has just to do with he's somebody they like.
But then I'm confused at how.
Jason, listen. Once I brought them in the house, once I brought Rock and the baby in the house, like at first, of course, there was a little tension, but like I don't know how everybody kind of just got over the separation from like just the separation from the kids and everything. So once they came in, they surprised me. I'm fake like, hold on, like y'all not gonna try to sneak each other or nothing, right? They like, no, we cool. They hugging and shit. I'm like, oh fuck, all right, that's cool. I guess we taking shots now of apple juice, cranberry.
Indiana mom breaks it down like this. He's mad because both of his exes are friends and both have moved on without him.
I'm like, all right, cool. Fuck it. Everything is cool. They damn near ready to live here, Jason. Rock is
Did
like,
you
yeah,
think that?
I'm ready to
Did
stay.
you?
I'm ready to stay. Milk music.
But did you think that was actually going to work out?
Fuck no. That was never gonna work. That was not. No, hell no. That was not the plan. But she was just like, I don't know. It just got cool fast. And then once they left and they did their thing, I don't know. I kind of feel like they just kind of felt each other out. It was almost like they just wanted to get information to see how I was moving with both of them instead of trying to like really like fuck with each other and make it all a cool thing. So that's where it went bad at. It went bad when they left and just started getting drunk and going live. Cause like I said, they
It
supposed
went bad because they left him. And they gave him the vibe that they don't really, I mean, that he's not the center of their world. I don't know.
No, you do know. That's exactly it. And Indiana Moms is completely correct. He just got mad because the exes are friends and they moved on without him, because that equals him not having control over any of them. So he's like he lost two elements of control in that situation.
So true. I'm gonna listen to a little bit more. Here we go.
to go get the baby and come back.
Cool. I think Wack is in the room. He's texting me. I think he's in the room. But let me ask you, when after the show, when Jaden, because Jaden, I mean, that was my first time meeting her. She was talking about how she was holding you down, waiting for you, saving her, making sure, like, you know, being solid. I'm surprised that in just that moment, it's
That
almost
she
like
just-
she's a different,
Bro,
it's like a
that's
different
what I,
person.
so that's where I really got like turned off, and I kind of was like, okay, you probably not gonna be my wife if you got a ring and you just gonna leave with Rock and like not answer the phone and record my phone. You doing the shit that Rock does. You get me?
But do you think
Wow.
she's been waiting to play you though? Like, was this something you think she's been plotting? Because that's, I mean, you can't.
I don't
How you
think
just turn like
necessarily.
that?
Okay, I think.
You see, the devil is in the details. Let's just stop it right there for a minute. Where he remember, can you hear when he actually stopped there? He was like, "I'm recording my phone," and then he stopped. Because the devil's in the details. Why is she recording his phone conversations if he's the victim?
Right.
That is why he stopped. He started talking. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
And then he was just like, and just went on to something else because he couldn't. Yeah, devil is in the details. The minute a woman has to record phone conversations and conversations in general, you're dealing with a madman.
True.
Exactly. He's gaslighting her. He's flipping the script. He's blame shifting, and she feels like she needs to record it so she's got some level of sanity in the situation. That is why she's recording it, and he stopped himself from talking about that because that doesn't make him look like a victim.
Exactly. Man, that's trippy.
I think that Jaden doesn't really like me. Like, she loves me, of course, but I don't think she likes me. So it's like we've been dealing with each other this entire time, and it's almost like, look, I'm gonna keep it real with you, Jason. So I fuck with you. I proposed
Please
to Jaden
stop.
to make her happy. I knew that would make her.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, meaning I'm not gonna keep it real with you at all.
Right.
So then he gives him a compliment before he goes into a next spiel of absolute BS. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Did you know that? I'm just like, whatever. Carry on. Sorry.
No, exactly. That's what it's called. It's called the setup before the gaslighting begins.
Basically, we have to give it a new term.
The gaslight intro.
I proposed to Jaden to make her happy. I knew that would make her happy. So my whole objective with all
Wait
this
a
stuff, as
minute.
far
So
as
he proposed to her not because he wanted to marry her, but just to make her happy.
Yeah, that's a devaluation, isn't it? Because I'm sure he didn't say that when he proposed, that he just wanted to make her happy. But now he's spinning it as though I'm the lonely victim. I just wanted to do everything to please her. Is why I'm at her door at 4 o'clock in the morning trying to get her to come back from her date. using our child to do it because I just want to please her. I just want to make her happy. Please, son, stop it.
That is crazy.
Crazy.
That is crazy. Here we go.
Jaden was not to make Rock mad, but it was to make Jaden happy, right? So after I got done doing all of this and I see that she's still not happy, now I'm unhappy. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah, if you're in a sociopathic way, yeah.
I just went, got this game, got on one knee. I'm letting it be known. I'm not doing no, you feel me? So once I do all of this and you
See,
still
now you can see right here that when that marriage to these guys doesn't mean anything. He's just using it as a form of manipulation.
And did you notice how he didn't finish his sentence? You always got to pick up on that. It's like I was in there doing my thing. I mean, you feel me? Because he'd already said that he was just doing it for her. And now he's laying it on thick like he was like the romantic guy, just wanted to do everything for her. But you just did it for, do you know what I mean? Like he's like in love with her and wanting to give her the world type thing. But then you just said that you just did it for her. You basically didn't want to get. Do you get where I'm going with that?
Yeah, I mean, he's not I mean, I can see why he gets into trouble a lot. He's not a very good liar.
He's not good. He's not good at all. I did it for her, and then he's Mr. Romance. I got on one knee. I did the whole thing. I was really showing her, and then he stopped because he didn't know what he was going to say about showing her because he only did it for her, so that don't make sense. You know what I mean?
Right. That is crazy.
It's hilarious.
still like are not like you still acting like you don't like me for real, then obviously I'm gonna be like
It's almost like he's acting like he's in high school. That's the vibe I get.
Guess you just I don't know what you think about something like that.
I personally see you for you, and then I see you with all the bullshit. I see you're a really good person.
Yeah.
And I know people watching go, oh, you just saying that. I mean, I really feel like one, I know that you put everybody in position to get money. Yeah. Everybody that we talk about every day online.
You wanna know the narrative?
Wait,
that
can I finish telling?
Fuck you. This is my story.
No, see, he wants to make sure he gets his lie out so it's clean, because he doesn't like. What I've noticed is that for once, this guy, I forgot his name, but he's trying to let him know that he's not. He is trying to be supportive, but he's not agreeing with him. So Blueface interrupted him because he wants to clean up his gaslighting.
And the other thing, that thing where he was like, wait a minute, that other thing where he was like, I don't know, what do you think? That was him just heat checking to see whether he was eating his bullshit.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? And then he's like, well, that's enough of you. I'm getting back to what I was.
Right, exactly.
No, I'm not.
You need to sponsor the fucking circus as much as you be fucking.
Yo, I'm telling you right now. I told Lemuel the other day, this needs to be Crazy in Love 2, TOO, because this right here should be making you all money.
You right,
not entertaining.
You right. Let me chill. I'm acting like
you're too brilliant to be giving this bag away for free.
Nah, for sure. I mean, I really don't care for the beneficial part, but back to what I was saying. The narrative that I hate about all of this is that I'm helping these women to help myself.
Oh, that slipped out. That's nothing you want to say, but hey, let's keep it going.
Well, I think you said on the show that Krishan to you was an investment, and that this whole situation seems like a big investment on your behalf. I mean, right. And I'm not taking sides. I'm just saying what you said. And ultimately, everybody has benefited, including Carlissa. Right. Right. So I feel like your mom's.
How am I harboring these people to make it seem like I'm doing this?
Well, I will say it seems like you've invested so much in people And it almost seems like at any given moment, everybody turns on you. I don't know. I'm not taking sides on why that happens.
I don't think he see. This is where that's his name is Jason, I think. But basically, I think he's this now. He's trying to I don't know. Give him. He's trying to fix it for him. I guess I don't know how to explain it.
Thank you. No, but I'm not taking sides on why that happens. But I just feel like you put everybody in a position to do whatever you want to do.
It's like I give them a platform and then they tear me down on their platform.
But on the other hand, I think everybody also wants to be happy. I don't know what happiness is for you. I would ask you, like, what is happiness for you? Because it seems like happiness for everybody keeps changing every day.
Literally, shit. Happiness for me? What would I don't even know, bro.
Because I'm telling you right now, we're gonna hang up. I'm gonna get on a flight. I'm gonna land in Miami. I'm gonna go live, and Krishan or somebody or Jaden's gonna be at your house, or you're gonna be over at the studio. I mean, like this is not the end of the story.
Honestly, right now, look. So look, all right. Let me get to the story. All right. So boom. After they left, I felt betrayed. I felt like they teamed up because they came back with like this energy that was like, you just know. So that's
the thing that the core vibe I get is that those two ladies moved on. So what is he doing in their space at all? He doesn't care about the kids. It's almost like he just went there just to check in on them to make sure that he had control over them still.
Or to try and regain some. But I'm going to drop down now. Thank you for having me on your platform. Yeah.
Hey, it was a pleasure having you up here. I appreciate it.
I'm going to be in the audience listening.
Got it.
All right. Speak to you later.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Everyone, that was the LW Academy Hub for Women. Ellen Ripley says this: Jason is a woman beater too. He is just a gay woman beater, so it surprises me he is opposed to Blueface. Yeah. Ellen, way to break it down. Indiana Mon said something interesting as well. She said, him saying that the women were only trying to get info and not really friends is an excuse for what's really happening. If they can get along and don't want him, guess who the real problem is? Bars. I'm going to keep it real. Translation. The next paragraph out of his mouth is an avalanche of lies. Bars. Why seeking knowledge? Indiana Mom, your translation is straight fire. Bars. Ellen Ripley, Jason is a woman beater too. He is just a gay woman beater, so it surprises me that he is opposed to Blueface. Bars. And then Indiana Mom says he doesn't want them to be happy unless he can take all the credit for it. Super bars.
But once I seen that, I was honestly kind of like, I'm like, just fuck both of them at this point. It's like, it's not even something to choose. You get me?
Yeah.
It's like, I might as well just start over and be by myself.
I don't think that's possible though. One, you have two. No, absolutely not. When you're by yourself, I think that's when your mind starts working, and then that's when we have the lives and the tweets, and then here we are.
I could live by myself though. You feel me? I can. That's what I'm saying. I think I should live by myself.
Okay, but you have two kids by one and one kid by another, so you're gonna have to interact with them in some capacity.
Yeah, no, of course, we gonna interact. I'm gonna still, do my part, do the holiday thing. That's my thing. But I don't gotta live with them. They don't gotta live with me. As long as they in a nice environment, a nice area, nice house, nice school, shit, it's cool.
So is the engagement with Jaden off?
You trying to get messy in this motherfucker, bro?
I'm just asking you questions.
What happened? Wait, it's not me. No. Oh, that was the end. Okay. Okay. Let me check this out right here. Let me go to here.
Okay, you guys, so Jeezy and Jeannie are continuing to go back and forth, pointing the finger concerning this divorce. Now, Jeannie was on the Jennifer Hudson show, and she said she was completely blindsided when Jeezy went and filed for divorce. She said she found out with the rest of the world.
And how are you doing now?
Um, well, I think I'm doing better now. I think at the time when I found out, at the same time as the rest of the world, that my marriage was ending in divorce, I was gutted. So, yeah, today it's about picking up the pieces. It's about discovering me and being a mom to the best blessing in my life, my little girl.
Now, according to a close source to Jeezy, he's alleging that Jeannie was not blindsided by him filing for divorce because the signs were always there. So, according to TMZ, sources close to the couple tell TMZ
He blew it when he said the signs are already there. The signs already being there and then being told are two different things.
hip hop that Jeannie Mai being blindsided by the divorce filing is absolutely false because the clear signs of their uncoupling were long established and manifesting right before their eyes. Now, let's be for real here. It's a difference when
Remember, this is coming from a dude who basically lied about cheating. Said remember real N-words don't cheat, but he cheated.
you're going through a hard time as a couple and you're seeking counseling, which really gives the indication that both parties are trying hard to fix things
But he
versus
didn't go to the counseling. She wanted him to, but he didn't go.
you having a conversation with your partner and saying, this is not working, I'm filing for divorce. Now, it seems like that conversation was never had. So, to me, yes, Jeannie Mai was blindsided because there seems to have never been a conversation had about Jeezy going to file for divorce. So, for him to sit there and say she shouldn't be blindsided is crazy as hell to me. But y'all let me know what you think. Number one, do you feel like if there was never a conversation had between two parties discussing divorce?
Yeah, he made it clear. See, the important part was when he said the signs were there. If signs are there, obviously he didn't say I told her. He said the signs were there. Let me
She
go over that.
found out with the rest of the world.
And how are you doing now?
Wait, let me rewind this.
Okay, you guys, so Jeezy and Jeannie are continuing to go back and forth, pointing the finger concerning this divorce. Now, Jeannie was on the Jennifer Hudson show, and she said she was completely blindsided when Jeezy went and filed for divorce. She said she found out with the rest of the world.
And how are you doing now?
Well, I think I'm doing better now. I think at the time when I found out, at the same time as the rest of the world, that my marriage was ending in divorce, I was gutted. So, yeah, today it's about picking up the pieces. It's about discovering me and being a mom to the best blessing in my life, my little girl.
Now, according to a close source,
Why Seeking Knowledge breaks it down like this. So he says she should have known he was a deceitful and should have been chosen better. Basically, yeah. Yep. Yep. So he says she should have known he was deceitful and should have chosen better. LLL hit different when a preference get it. Yep, sure does. Come on now. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on one second.